Hello and welcome to highlights of this third and final one-day international between Australia and England. The Aussies had already wrapped up the series with wins in Adelaide and Sydney. This third ODI was at the MCG in Melbourne. The weather looked a little bit dodgy, but was okay for the start of play. The team news as follows: two changes for both sides. For the Aussies, Pat Cummins back in as skipper and a chance for Sean Abbott to play in the absence of the rested Ashton Agar. For England, their skipper, Josh Buttler, also back into the side, as was Ollie Stone as part of England's bowling attack. Both Moeen Ali and Adil Rashid rested for this one. This time, finally, England won a toss and Josh Buttler elected to field first. So head and Warner at bat as we head out to Melbourne.
Shape through the hands of second slip. It swung. Travis Head chased it. A big thick edge. He'll profit with 4 runs, but it's Liam Dawson who was unable to rein it in. He would have had a good sight on it. It was well wide. And so if you're going to go after it, swing as hard as you can, and he gets lucky, does Travis Head.
Yeah, he had the courage to just pitch it up there and get it swinging, and frustration for England. The opportunity came, not able to snaffle it.
Shot. Beautiful. I was asking for that ball to be pitched up by Works, but wonderful shot there from Travis Head. Throwing his hand straight. I mean, it's not to say that he's, he's put to the pitch of it, but it was up there, waiting on it. And beautifully off the middle of the bat.
Head goes aerial and goes beautifully. Really strikes it well and clears everything.
Yeah, beautiful shot. Really looking to pitch up, and Travis Head has jumped all over that. 125k, so just medium pace. And Travis said there's nothing in between with his batting. It's either defensive shot or he throws the full kitchen sink at it. Beautiful shot.
More runs. Beautiful cover drive from David Warner. Sets the field as a task. Tempts them, and in the end, wins. Salt looks a bit junior after that. Third boundary of the over.
He's chased it very hard, then he's dived, and then he's ended up on the synthetic, which is a lot harder, that synthetic area out there. I'm not sure whether he's hurt his shoulder or he's hit his head.
Looks in a bit of trouble there, doesn't he?
Glenn Billings is out there.
Hammered back. And that will be 50 for Travis Head. He's having a good series. His 14th 50 to add to his 2 centuries and his second this series. A fabulous knock from Travis Head. A bit of fortune early, but he's looked to be attacking, and he's very much settled in at the top.
And he lined this shot up. He knows that Sam Curran is looking to bowl as straight as he can to him. This was just outside off stump, and he's pinned his ears back and taken it back past him.
Oh! And then the response. Love it. And that's the 100 stand for these two, the 3rd time they've done it out of 7 times that they've batted together at the top. A partnership that is flourishing. As that has been hit straight and on the 4 for 6. Travis Head taking him down at the end of the over. Brought for 111.
When Travis Head advances to spin, he doesn't try and control on the ground to long on, long off. He's going for 6. The moment he left the crease here, he had no intention of driving that to fielders. He was going to clear the rope and did so. That's a big blow.
An update that Phil Salt has been replaced with the concussion situation, and Moeen Ali comes into the side. Warner takes him on immediately, smokes it.
That's a big hit to that side of the ground, one of the longest boundaries. It's just tossed up right into the hitting zone of David Warner. Welcome back to the crease, Liam Dawson.
Work for a single from David Warner. He's been in great nick. Another 50 for his country off just 53 balls for David Warner. 28 50s for Australia in one-day international cricket. Well batted. Cut hard from Travis Head. Wonderful way to bring up his third one-day international 100. Rocks the baby. Celebrates in fine style. And he's loving it at the top of the order with David Warner.
Beautiful innings. Well put together. In some trouble early on, but what a wonderful innings by this young man.
Timed. It sounded good. And the elevation is good enough for 6 as well. David Warner targets him first ball back.
A slow ball to start for David Williams, maybe a warm-up ball. 118 kilometres an hour, but it just got into the zone for Warner. Dragged it square, maybe that little bit of lack of pace meant he had to go a bit squarer with it. I was going to say a feature of Travis Head's innings has been his down-the-ground hitting. Yeah, just that shape dragging it to the leg side.
England just hoping to do a bit of a containing job with that field set as it is. David Wheely bowling straight as that's the 200 partnership now for Head and Warner. Batting beautifully.
Yeah, it's not uncharted waters for these two as a partnership.
Gets into position. He's been looking to target that area for a while, Travis Head, and a wonderful catch in the stands. He can't believe it. But Travis Head motoring still.
Yeah, he's just looking to pin every ball up there. Travis Head somewhere over that fence, over mid-on. Not worried about the fieldsman out there. That's right in his zone, isn't it? Left arm around the wicket, not a lot of spin. That is a really good catch. Leaning forward. Got to be a cricketer, that young fella. Got to be.
Partnership record 236, highest ever in a one-day international at the MCG. Oh, gee, that is just crunched straight down the ground, not right out of the middle, but still enough for 6 for Travis Head. That's how well he's going. A fourth 6. He moves to 136.
I'm surprised Ollie Stone went full here to Travis Head. He's got mid-off and mid-on up inside the circle. Even Travis Head was expecting a shorter ball. He's back deep in his crease. He's got all the fielders back square of the wicket. So you're expecting him to bowl short and slow. But no, he pitched up and Travis Head just swung through the line.
Warner gets it through the gap, runs out towards the fence. Warner's got the helmet off. Here comes the jump. The 19th one-day international 100 for David Warner. Hands in the air. Just keeps making runs, does David Warner.
He's pumped too. This one means a lot to him. Tough World Cup campaign, was a little bit unlucky. He's played beautifully in this series and capping this last game off with a magnificent century. He's looked composed.
Another ball into the gap. It'll be another boundary. It's 150 now for Travis Head. The milestones continue to come at the MCG. Man out there, could be a catch, it's getting away from him, brilliant effort, really good catch. Looked like he was in trouble out there, Will. He made good late ground, and David Warner's fine innings comes to an end on 106.
Well, it looked like he hit this pretty well, David Warner. It's a slower ball again, hit out to the deep, and this is a great catch from David Willey. Going quickly, almost got past him, and held on. Brings to the end a magnificent David Warner innings. He goes for 106. Australia lose their first wicket for 269.
Bowled! Head departs. Stone gets a wicket. Australia lose 2 in quick succession. But that is some innings from Travis Head. 152 from 130, his highest score in one-day international cricket. And he dominated pretty much from ball 1.
Yeah, looking to go big over the leg side once again. Ollie Stone gets some good reward. But yeah, what a magnificent innings from Travis Head. 152 from just 130 balls faced. 2 for 270 Australia.
Did not take long to have the intent, but it's gone nowhere near where he wanted it, and Chris Jordan settles. So, a little bit of relief for Liam Dawson. He picks up his first. Stoinis will be well disappointed with the end result of that. Australia lose their third.
It's like just a warm-up ball, wasn't it? It was so quiet out there, and Marcus Stoinis goes, I'll get another go, don't I? That doesn't count, surely. Chris Jordan takes the catch, and not a lot of celebration out there. This Marcus Stoinis, his momentum was halted by the rain. He comes back out and slices one up straight into the air. First ball, 3 for 292 Australia.
Oh, whack. Well, the 6 was requested, and Marsh delivers. That's a massive blow. Disappointment in the crowd. His friends are letting him know about it. The Bison is about to unleash. Butler is reviewing this straight away. He thought he heard something.
Saying it's out.
Oh, this is extraordinary scenes in the middle of the MCG. There's been a few low-key moments in a low-key game, but that just tops it. Butler thought he heard something straight away, even though it was a almost muffled, muted appeal. And take a listen. Real noise, but watch Josh Butler here. Yep, that's out.
Well, he's given it. He's got the finger up.
Yeah.
Butler.
Just wondering if Paul Wilson didn't give it out because there was no actual appeal. There was no noise, the traditional, how is that? But anyway, whatever the case, Steve Smith goes for 21. Australia lose their 4th. Oh, wow, that's massive. That is right out of here. Mitch Marsh sends one straight over his teammates' heads. All the power and aggression on display from a big man. Oh, sliced, backing back. The fielder settles. It's Dawson, I think, holds onto it. Nicely taken catch. Just a tiny bit of drizzle out there too to contend with, but he positioned himself a lot better on this occasion. He might have missed a chance earlier off Chris Wokes, who gives him a cuddle there, and it's all smiles as they get rid of Mitch Marsh. Australia lose their 5th.
He's absolutely tried to murder that ball, Mitch Marsh, and that is a very good catch by Dawson. That was swirling around. Almost hit his head on the ground as well. And Ollie Stone, he picks up 4 wickets. He's gone for 77, but he's picked up some late wickets. And Mitch Marsh, wow, he hit the ball hard for that 30. 5 for 347 Australia.
They're going to push for 2. Carey's out of the blocks early. Little fumble means they'll get back with ease. 14 off the final over, and that sees Australia a comprehensive batting display, having been asked to bat first by Josh Butler. They finish restricted amount of overs, 48.
finish at 5 for 355.
There's a Australian batting card. Travis Head and David Warner, tremendous at the top of the order there. Brilliant hundreds, the pair of them. Then Steve Smith came in for a breezy little 21. Mitch Marsh hit the ball hard for his 13. So 5 for 355, the Australians. It's a very good total.
And the bowlers for England, just the 5 used. Stone, success in the wickets column. He'll be disappointed. He went at 8.5 and over, but it was that sort of day once they decided to bowl first. Didn't quite get it in the right areas, but 364 is the revised total under the DLS system. That's what England will need in this second innings.
Lovely touch from Jason Roy. Just rode that bounce and used his hands to good effect as he picks up 4, his first boundary.
Very good piece of batting this. He waited for it. He got into a very good side-on position. Just opened the face, caressed it through point. Good signs.
The inside edge when Dawid Malan. Carey's held well going to his right, and the first English wicket is down. Danger man Dawid Malan out. Hazelwood has the first. That's a big breakthrough, chasing 360 odd.
Yes, that angle across for Dawid Malan. Quite often it's beating him on the outside, but going for a flashy cover drive. He was there, but unfortunately for Malan, Hazelwood strikes. Australia with an early wicket in the third. Dawid Malan to go for 2.
Oh, he was right across there, and umpire Paul Wilson says yes. Good enough for me, Cummins. He picks up his first. Jason Roy just trying to surmise where he ended up, the positioning. He'll have a chat with James Vince, but the Australians were confident. He's going to review.
There's clearly no bat involved, so we can go to ball tracking when it's ready. The ball's missed the bat by a significant margin, so ball tracking coming up. Thank you. Ball tracking coming up now, Paul. Impact is in line and hitting the wickets, umpire's call, so you'll be staying with your decision of out.
Just enough for Pat Cummins. Finally a delivery that attacks the stumps. Been a wonderful setup, been a real wrestle for Jason Roy. He fought hard for his country, but he's got to go after reviewing an LBW decision. He goes 33, and England 2 for 57.
Straight up, Paddy says, it's mine. Paddy takes the catch. Gets his second wicket, does the skipper. Billings needs to depart, and England have got big problems at 3 for 66.
Yeah, going for the short ball did Pat Cummins, and it was just too quick for Sam Billings. Got a little bit wide on him as well. He knew as soon as he made contact with that ball that he was going to be in a lot of trouble. Pat Cummins, he doesn't drop too many. And unfortunately for England, Billings goes for 7. It's 3 for 66.
Edge dropped. It was high and hard to Smith. He hung in the air. I think he got 2 hands to it, but he was at full stretch. And a life for Moeen Ali, 16 down, 3 for 68.
Well, we've seen him take some absolute classics in the past. Yeah, I expect him to hang on to this. Just bounced a little bit more. Steve Smith nearly got there. Moeen Ali just throwing the hands at it.
As that is down. Well, there've been a fair few flashes outside the line of off stump for Moeen Ali. This time it had all the power to go all the way down to third, and Adam Zampa spills it.
Well, the boys do this for a living. That should have been taken.
This is trouble now. Setting himself on the boundary, and catch taken by Mackenzie Harvey. He was waiting and waiting and waiting. It felt like it took an age, but eventually James Vince out for 22.
Good bit of bowling from Sean Abbott. He's worked hard for this wicket. James Vince firstly shut out the offside, and he's such a good offside player. Everything was onside. In the end, the whip to fine leg safely held. 4th wicket down at 89. He worked hard, James Vince, but he's gone for 22. It's 4 for 89.
Jos Buttler back in and as captain, striding out at 6. His final bat of this tour after some incredible celebrations here just over a week ago. As Buttler goes for it, and well, that is a really agricultural soft dismissal from the captain. Don't often see that from Jos Buttler, but Adam Zampa has his man.
Oh, that's a tired shot of a tired leader. You mentioned he achieved the main goal on this tour. It's easily taken catch. Zampa rewarded, prepared to throw it up and tempt the England captain. He gets his man. It's a weary skipper, leaves the MCG. England lose their 5th with the score on 90, and they are in deep, deep trouble.
Oh, that's very good. The one that just goes on, and Chris Wokes goes first ball. 2 in 2 here for Adam Zampa, wheeling his magic.
Again, it was the 87km/h over spinner. It's supposed to skid. It did. Oh, it was the wrong one, in fact. Wokes hasn't read it. The searching bat was defeated and the pad was hit. Zampa with hat-trick ball in that moment. Wokes out first ball without scoring. Deeper trouble for England. They're 6 for 90.
On a hat-trick. And he gets his bat down in time, nearly. Short leg in play.
Terrific delivery up into the 90s. He rushed the left-hander. Marnus was in the game.
Down. That's the second one he's dropped this evening, Adam Zampa. Nearly a triple wicket maiden. 6 for 90.
Well, it was the leg spinner. It's come back into Curran. He's given himself room. Closed the bat face. And Zampa just hasn't picked it up at all.
Advances, could be another wicket for Zampa. Is another wicket for Zampa. 3 for 3. Moeen Ali departs, and England are crumbling at the MCG.
Yeah, they're crumbling all right, Howie. And Zampa. Might have been a wrong, and Moeen Ali's looked. He could get out at any time, and this time he tries to hit over. I mean, off for 6. I don't think it was wrong, and he just opened up the bat face and didn't quite catch it.
He's having a very good series, Adam Zampa. 10 wickets now in the 3-match series. Moeen Ali goes for 18. England in all kinds of trouble. 7 for 95.
High on the bat, man's 30 metres in, now has to track back. Oh. Gave it all. If anyone was going to catch it, it was Mackenzie Harvey. He's one of the great fielders. He was a long way in off the rope.
It's a decent hit out there. It sounded good off the bat, and it's gone a long way. I don't think he could have done much more. He went back straight away, didn't hesitate, and very tough when it's landing over your head.
Pumps him straight down the ground and over everything. Impressive off the back foot.
He's a strong man, Sam Curran. He gets that stable base and just uses his power to swing through the ball. He can hit some long balls. I don't even think he got that.
Shot.
I don't think he even got that out of the middle.
It's an extraordinary shot, though. Off the back foot, it was pretty full.
Hasn't been timed. Hazelwood, big hands, safe hands. Curran's done. England have lost their 8th.
Curran's done, and so is England. I think they're just going through the motions at the moment. They're trying to just hit their way out of trouble. It's just not happening for them. Sean Abbott gets his 2nd wicket. Deserve that. He's been running in hard, charging in. Just trying to flat bat it again, straight down the ground. Sam Curran. Josh Hazelwood's got the big mitts. Makes a regulation catch. 8 for 122. Nice little entertaining innings from Curran, 12 or 15.
Zamp is very confident. Immediately makes the T signal towards his captain.
He's gone for the double appeal, Zamps.
Ball tracking coming up now, Paul. Impact is in line and it's missing the wickets. So you can stay with your original decision of not out.
Was obviously predicted to turn viciously, June.
The place. Absolutely astonished that it's turned that far and missing off stump.
Edged, taken by Carey. Marsh gets a wicket and seemed to enjoy it as well. And the 9th wicket goes down for England.
Yeah, good catch by Carey, actually won the stumps. William Dawson was living dangerously. For the heave-ho over mid-off, I think. Nicely taken by Carey. So just the 1 to go. Mitch Marsh taking the mickey, I think. Happy with the wicket. And England 9 down for 129. The end is very close. William Dawson 18 from 19.
Straight through him. Zampa finishes it in style with his 4th wicket. A punishing 221-run win by the Aussies. And they belt England in the series 3 games to 0.
It's a huge win. Big win, 355. A tremendous score on this pitch, and then 142. Been a great series for Australia. Lots of runs from their top order players, and Zampa's been fantastic throughout the 3-match series. A little wrong on the finish, middle stump disturbed, and very dominant performance by the Australians.
Match summary, Josh Buttler won the toss. Head 152, Warner 106. Massive opening partnership, that one. Mitch Marsh hit some long balls at the tail of the end of the innings. Stone fought back pretty well to pick up 4 wickets. And then England never really got rolling. Zampa with 4 for 31, 11 wickets for the series. Australia win it by 221 runs here at the MCG.
A comprehensive win for Australia, both in Melbourne and in the series. 3-0, they have beaten England fair and square in this bilateral series, so they can feel a little bit better about themselves heading into their test summer. England can fly home with another World Cup trophy. Silver linings and all that.